So, we're going to do a meditation for the awakening of Ajna Chakra. Um, as we go into this meditation, it's important to have a kind of a gentle approach to the awakening of Ajna Chakra. It's not like opening up a coconut shell or something that you need to sort of be really sort of forceful about. It's more, there's a gentleness that's needed, because the parts of the physical system, but also the energetic system, are quite sort of subtle. You don't want to be too heavy-handed, and so having that sort of like relaxed, sort of like flowing, gentle feeling as you awaken the third eye is incredibly sort of important to allow those experiences to begin to blossom within you. So we're going to do an awakening of the third eye meditation. So first thing, as always, coming into a stationary, but it doesn't have to be stationary, you can do some of these exercises when you're walking in nature. But as I presume we're all listening to this talk in a sort of stationary sitting position, or lying, in a comfortable position, but whatever it is, just being conscious of your body, conscious of how you're holding your physical frame. Beginning to close your eyes, if you're doing it in a sitting way like this, going deep within yourself, and having that feeling of being in touch with your current sense of feeling within the body. How do you feel in the present moment? So how do you feel in the body in the present moment? Allowing your physical weight to be held, letting go into the space, allowing your body to take up the space that it's in. You have that rightfulness of being here, it's had that okayness. Just slightly tucking in the chin, neck lock, Jalandhara Bandha. Being aware of a straight spine, that feeling of ascending through the spine, as if you're being pulled up by a golden thread. In the spine. Sense of being helped by that feeling of being lifted, supported. So you can have that sense of being uplifted into a potential experience of visions, sights, experiences. And the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to, if you just go through your experience of the day, and just memories of things you've seen during the day, and as you see them through memory, just trying to see them quite clearly in memory, through that visual sense, that inner sense. It might be that you talk to someone, you can then remember what they looked like, how they looked at you. It might be something you've seen as you were walking around wherever you live. And at this point, it doesn't matter if the image is static, still like a photo, or if it's moving a bit. But if it's moving, just try and have that sense of some control, mindfulness. You're kind of the one in the driving seat, as it were, in terms of the image. Allowing it to slow down maybe a bit, or speed up if it really wants to, the moving image if it is moving, but just having that sense of mindfulness. One of the Buddhist words for mindfulness is sati, which has a quality and meaning of remembrance, memory, recollection. So we're recollecting, we're collecting these images, we're integrating them in our being, but also we're just stimulating the imaginal visual sense. And it might be that you just want to choose one of those images, and then with your imagination, just really gently, just play with it. You can imagine it a different color. Or there just might be just one thing that's different about it. Now doing this helps us to get into that feeling of creativity and responsiveness rather than being reactive to what we've seen in experiences, and also just stimulate that inner intuition, seeing. And it's good if you can, just to have that sort of detached relationship to this image you're visualizing. You don't have to have so many feelings about it, or it's just as it is, as it were, the image, just allowing it to be there. And whatever it is that you're visualizing, imagining, feeling into, just having that experience of allowing it to become a bit three-dimensional, just giving some proportions to it through the spaciousness of the imagination. And it might be that you want to begin to add a couple of features to this visualization, this inner seeing. Might be you want to add a room around what it is that you're seeing, or some other features. Just giving it a context. And then just coming back to the body, preparing yourself to draw this practice to a close, this short exercise. You can do it longer in your own time, just giving you a framework, as it were, through which to explore the opening of Ajna Chakra. Sensitized to the body, grounded within yourself, allowing the images that you've been visualizing to disperse, dissolve, drift away. Allow yourself to come back into grounded everyday presence. And when you're ready, just beginning to open your eyes.